traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop.
You may have heard the story of Helen, a woman whose beauty launched 1,000 ships and started the most famous war in history. You may have heard of that valiant struggle that took place beneath the golden walls of Troy. 10 years, the best of our lives, 10,000 men, the best the gods and dreams of glory could have fashioned.
Who's that?
Beauty is all. All is beauty.
Victory goes to the strong.
Gold rules men. Wealth is power.
Paris must choose.
You must judge. Who of us is fairest?
Who are you?
Choose me, Paris. I am Hera. I can give you wealth beyond your dreams.
Athena brings victory and glory forever.
Look into its face, Paris. See what Aphrodite gives. The most beautiful woman in the world. Helen.
Get down. Get down. You think I'm pretty?
Excuse me?
Well, like, if you saw me on the street or something, would you want to kiss me? I know what you're thinking. Now ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Women operate on the level of image distortion, giving herself and you a false sense of her character. Remember this well. Men work in the realm of the direct, and women the indirect. Men will attack from the outside in, and women on the inside out. And it is this reason that they have brainwashed men so extensively that men are willing to annihilate other men for the protection and provision of those very same women. This is why women are a privileged class who don't have to sully themselves with man's work, such as digging ditches or mining coal, facing reality as any young aged boy will soon become well acquainted with growing into adulthood, because they have made men believe it is manly to do those jobs and play on men's pride. Then men even attack other men who refuse to participate on this one-sided affair. Women openly declare that housework is woman's work, and the women of the past ages convinced men to go slay the dragons, so you should too. This is why only men go to war, and why only men are held to higher standards in society for responsibility and accountability, while women on the other hand have clemency handed to them on a silver platter for their sins, and yet another privileged benefit granted to them from the mask of tears. Remember and study Briffault's law. If a woman talks to you, you have to question and ponder the agenda in which she's even speaking to you. What purpose do you fulfill in her life? Would she still be there if you stop giving her what she wants? The true test of friendship and loyalty. Here are some other questions to ask yourself. If you saw a woman in a burning car, would you rush in to save her? If that same woman saw you burning in a car, would she rush in to save you? Or would she watch you burn while yelling for the nearest man to take care of it? So what is the end game for women, and why the need for so many masks? Because it empowers women with the necessary tools for deceiving men, and it is for one sole purpose. For her to acquire from men all the rewards, privileges, and power, while in exchange condemning the man to all the sacrifice, responsibility, and accountability. Thus the game becomes rigged, in which the man does all the jobs she never intends to do, and she does all the jobs easy enough to get away with and still look like work. Once you understand this, you will come to realize why and how society operates, where men are more often than not getting screwed, and women are winning the lottery in turn. Not only are they winning, they want you to pay them for their slothfulness and carelessness, as they see men as mere objects to serve them. Nothing is more annoying to a woman than having the man you depend on having thoughts and feelings of its own. If only it would just give her what she wants and go away, she would be happy. Feminism is beloved by women today because it promises future rights and privileges to women at the expense of these men. Their own entitlement complex and narcissism, with a lack of empathy tied into men's suffering, shows no mercy or compassion on the affliction this spells for the men who are at the mercy of women's cruelty.